Where your treasure is, there will your heart be also. God has hidden unlimited treasures in His Word. Every time we open it, we can discover a new treasure, or admire an old one. What will we find today? Let's dig in. Here's Carla Early with Treasure Hunt in the Word.
The generation that experienced God's plagues in Egypt, who walked through the Red Sea on dry land, who saw God's mightiness on Mount Sinai and ate manna every day in the wilderness, arrived at the edge of the Promised Land and chickened out. They saw the giants in the land and decided there was no way God was powerful enough to fulfill His promise to them. Because of this, the whole flock of Israelite chickens wandered in the desert for 40 years until they all died out. As the new generation of Israelites were poised on the edge of the Promised Land, Moses gave them a parting gift, Deuteronomy, recounting their history, God's promises and warnings, and all those trials God had brought them through that should have taught them to trust Him. Moses told them to remember. He said, "If you say in your heart, 'These nations are greater than I, how can I dispossess them?' You shall not be afraid of them, but you shall remember that the Lord your God did to Pharaoh and all of Egypt the great trials that your eyes saw, the signs and wonders, the mighty hand, the outstretched arm by which the Lord your God brought you out. So will the Lord your God do to all the peoples of whom you are afraid. Moreover, the Lord your God will send hornets among them until those who are left and hide themselves from you are destroyed. You shall not be in dread of them, for the Lord your God is in your midst, a great and awesome God. The Lord your God will clear away these nations before you little by little. You may not make an end of them at once, lest the wild beasts grow too numerous for you. But the Lord your God will give them over to you and throw them into great confusion until they are destroyed. And He will give their kings into your hand, and you shall make their name perish from under heaven. No one shall be able to stand against you until you've destroyed them." What a promise! But God, your great and powerful God, who's already proven Himself time and again, will give those giants over to you. This promise has been for their parents before them, but they turned chicken. God's challenge was, will you trust me? This challenge still stands for us. When you have some time, write down your own Deuteronomy, your history with God. Don't take anything for granted. Be specific. Include daily blessings, how He's led you, how He's kept you out of trouble, how He's shown you His mercy and grace. Remember all He's done for you. Then in front of each thing, write, "But God." But God gave me this job. But God found us this house. But God sent this person into my life. Think on how each of these things affected your life. This should strengthen your faith. Did the Israelites take this challenge? Yes. The book of Joshua records many battles miraculously won. But they didn't completely run everyone out of the promised land like God told them to. And because of that, they're still fighting the people of the land for millennia. That's why our challenge is to continue to trust in God. It's not a one-time step of faith, but a lifetime journey. And if you find yourself afraid or doubting, go back and read your own personal Deuteronomy, your but God list. Then add to it as you trust God for the next step. Moses reiterated this assurance at the end of Deuteronomy. He said, "I am now 120 years old. The Lord has told me you will not cross the Jordan River. But the Lord your God Himself will cross over ahead of you. Be strong and courageous. Do not be afraid. Do not panic before them, for the Lord your God will personally go ahead of you. He will neither fail you nor abandon you." So, my friends, be strong, be courageous. Face your enemies, fears, or troubles with confidence, knowing the Lord your God is with you, fighting the battles for you and with you. Do you trust him?
As always, we'd love to hear from you. If you'd like to share a treasure, support this ministry, or get Carla to speak at an event, please contact us at treasurehuntintheword@gmail.com. You can listen to other episodes on our website, which you can find in the description below. Thanks for listening, and have a great day.